What is up, my Muffinators? It's me, Muffin Lord, and today I want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever played Team Fortress 2? If you have ever played Team Fortress 2, then you've probably asked yourself, hey, where's Team Fortress 1? And while I assume most of you have probably pondered that, only a small Gmod YouTuber named Richter Overtime actually would investigate this, and he would discover an ancient game unknown to the masses. This ancient relic of a time long gone is known as Team Fortress Classic. Team Fortress Classic has always fascinated me in a way because of how different it is from its sequel. While many things are similar to its sequel, many are unique and strange. This whole video is kinda made to cover this relic of a game. And because I bought Team Fortress Classic off the Valve Complete collection, and I kinda want to play it so it doesn't waste space on my computer. So yeah, upon opening the game, you'll notice that casual just doesn't exist. There's no casual game mode. The only way to play this is through community servers. And while this probably wasn't an issue during this game's release in 1999, in the modern era where most people are playing Team Fortress 2, the servers are ghost town. The servers are basically just ghost towns. Again, where's Ratlobber when you need him? However, the only servers that are still active with players is the accursed 2 Fort. So yeah, unfortunately, to experience Team Fortress Classic, I have to descend into hell, also known as 2 Fort. So yeah. Send prayers. So yeah, something I want to take a moment to talk about is this game's art style. Now, the game's art style is a lot more gritty than its cartoon sequel. You know, Team Fortress 2 has that cartoony art style it's known for. Here in Team Fortress Classic, character models are rougher and give off that classic model look of old Valve games. You know, where they're all polygons. You know, if you ever played Half-Life without the updated models, you know, the Team Fortress Classic models give off that resemblance. You know. Also, a quick thing about the TFC mercs is that, and by the way, TFC stands, god damn it, by the way, TFC stands for Team Fortress Classic, and before I continue that, I am so sorry for my stuttering, alright? So yeah, the TFC mercs themselves have two models that can be used. You have the old TFC models, which are the ones I presume were originally used during this game's release, and the new TFC models, which completely redesigned the characters. Fun fact, these redesigns would be used in the TF2 comics. Other than that, weapon models and textures remain the same, so there's no major difference. Now, onto the mercenaries themselves. There are 10 classes in the game, all with varying HP, armor. Yes, this game has armor. Don't ask me why, I don't know, I didn't make this game. And various weapons and abilities. Another big difference is that most characters can make use of various types of grenades. Yeah, grenades in a Team Fortress game. Who would have ever guessed? Fun fact, grenades were apparently supposed to be in TF2. I am so thankful they were cut. Anyways, the first class in the game is the Scout, who wields a nail gun, which was almost in TF2, by the way, before being scrapped, and I think it was turned into Medic's syringe gun. He also has a single-barrel shotgun and a crowbar. Most classes in TFC use crowbars as their melee, because everybody wants to be Gordon Freeman. Just like in TF2, the Scout moves really fast. For the Scout's grenades, the Scout can use cow troops, which will hurt and slow anyone unfortunate to step on them. His secondary grenade is a concussion grenade, which will give you nausea upon its explosion. The next class on the list is the Sniper. Yeah, this isn't following the traditional TF2 class list. The Sniper also wields a nail gun and a crowbar. He can also use a sniper rifle and an SMG, like his TF2 counterpart. Now, here's a weird little nitpick I found, right? Some models in TFC just look almost the exact same as other models, just with slight differences. What the fuck is up with that? I thought Sniper had 2 sniper rifles for some reason, alright? It's very apparent, alright? They look almost the same. Anyways, tangent over. Unlike the Scout, the Sniper can only use the default grenades. If you don't know what a default grenade is, it's basically just the grenade from Half-Life. Next up, we have the Soldier. The Soldier can use a rocket launcher. Yes, rocket jumping is possible in Team Fortress Classic, and it is glorious. He also has a single barrel and a double barrel shotgun. know why they gave him 2 types of shotguns. It seems kind of fucking stupid to me, but you know. He can also use regular grenades and nail grenades. And a nail grenade is a grenade that sprays a bunch of nails everywhere. It's insane. Now we have the Demolitions Man, but we'll call him the Demo Man because he's basically the same as the Demo Man in TF2. He can use a standard grenade launcher and his equivalent to a sticky bomb launcher. The only difference between the Team Fortress Classic sticky bomb launcher and the TF2 sticky bomb launcher is that, well, the sticky bombs themselves in Team Fortress Classic don't exactly stick to walls. The only thing that these 2 weapons have in common is that you can detonate them at will. So that's why I'm calling it the sticky bomb launcher. If there's an actual name for that weapon, feel free to be in the comments and be like, Brian, you fucking idiot. It's actually called the yada yada yada, and I'll be sure to notify you as the true Team Fortress Classic lore master. Right. Now, anyway, the Demo Man uses regular grenades and MIRV grenades, which shoot smaller bomblets upon explosion. This thing is just insane. This thing is just fucking overpowered. It's insane, dude. Now we have the Battle Medic. That's right. It's not just medic, it's Battle Medic. He's got a helmet and everything. So instead of a medigun like the medic in TF2 uses, the Battle Medic uses a medkit. Now think of the medkit as if you've ever played Sven Co-op, you know about the medkit, which allows you to heal teammates by just going near them and like pressing M1. Yeah, the medkit basically works identical to the one in Sven Co-op, if you've ever played that. Like the soldier, he has a single and a double barrel shotgun. He can also use regular grenades and concussion grenades. He can like regen HP and use like Metaglow or some shit. I don't really know about that. Now we have the heavy weapons guy, who is the box art character of this game. Like in TF2, he uses his minigun. Only difference is that he can't rev it up beforehand, which fucking sucks. I'm so glad they put that in TF2. He has a single and double barrel shotgun like the other classes, like the Battle Medic before him, a crowbar, and can use regular and MIRV grenades. Also, heavy cannot be pushed back. Next is the Pyro. She wields a flamethrower and an incendiary cannon. Let me just tell you how much fucking clickbait this cannon was. At first, I just thought Pyro had a fucking rocket launcher. Turns out, the incendiary cannon is just a worse version of the rocket launcher with less of a blast radius, but it can set enemies on fire. Fucking clickbait. 0 out of 10. Never fucking play this game. Also, she also has a single barrel shotgun and uses regular grenades as well as N-bombs. Like the napalm bombs, not like what I said in Half-Life. Now, before we move on, you might be asking, why are you using female pronouns for the Pyro? Are you stupid? Well, in the TF2 comics, the TFC Pyro is revealed to be a girl. So yeah. I'm cool now. I guess Team Fortress 2 was always woke. Okay, I am so sorry. That was such a bad fucking bit, alright? Now we have the Spy, who is the most complicated character in the entire fucking game. Like in TF2, he wields a revolver and a knife. And just like in TF2, he can backstab enemies, instantly killing them. Also, his revolver does kind of resemble the unused pistol silencer from Half-Life. He can also feign death and feign silently, which works like the Dead Ringer in TF2. But there's no time limit and you're unable to move. So, think complete fucking bullshit. Or he can also turn into enemies and fellow mercenaries. Just like how Spy would act in the sequel. Alright, so, in my original script, which I am reading off now, I forgot to talk about the Spy's grenades, and I had to squish that in after the engineer. After my bit with the engineer. So, the Spy can wield hallucination grenades, which don't actually make you hallucinate, but they make you constantly do that, but they just deal constant damage. So again, fucking clickbait. Alright, apologies for how this is going. I swear I made a sequel for this. And lastly, we have the engineer, who has a fucking laser gun. Yeah, that's right, he has a fucking laser gun. Who would have guessed? A wrench, a double barrel shotgun, and he can make use of regular and EMP grenades. I don't actually know what the EMP grenade does, but I got 4 kills with it once, so it's gotta be good. Now, the engineer, again, he can build and upgrade sentries, dispensers, and teleporters. You know, the classic stuff that engineer can do in Team Fortress 2. And another side tangent, the fucking buildings look like shit in this game. Like, I understand, I don't get it. They just look like shit, alright? Absolute fucking garbage. They look like absolute fucking garbage. But then again, this game was released in 1999 during, like, the beginning of, like, 3D video games. So, I guess I can't be too harsh. Again, I am from the 2000s, so, you know, stupid idiot child who grew up with, like, the fucking Pokemon games probably shouldn't be talking. Anyways, side tangent over. Side tangent over. Now, you might have noticed, I've only covered 9 classes, but I said there were 10. Am I a fucking liar? No, my dear viewer. There are 10 classes. Enter the civilian, also known as the VIP. And real talk for a second, I have never actually seen the civilian in action while I've played Team Fortress Classic. I have not seen them in action. Because, again, like I said in the beginning, the only servers that are really habitable are 2-fort servers. And I don't think many of my friends want to play Team Fortress Classic with me. Therefore, I had to look up a YouTube video for civilian gameplay. The civilian basically acts as a living payload. He has only a crowbar, he doesn't have a gun. And basically you have to, like, follow him around and protect him. Again, living payload. Now, another thing I feel like I should discuss now that I've covered all 10 of the classes is that some of the models for the weapons are copy-pasted straight from Half-Life. You know, rocket launcher, double-barrel shotgun, you know, the revolver, you know, Spy's revolver, and you might be asking, we're side tangent for a little bit. Spy's revolver does kind of look like the scrapped silencer pistol that you could get from the Black Ops agents in Half-Life. That was in the spy section of the script, but I fucking missed it, so now I've just gotta point that out now. Sorry. So yeah, again, some of the models are just copy-pasted straight from Half-Life. And, well, you could just be like, oh, but Brian, they're both built in the gold SRK engine. I mean the gold SR... It's the gold source. It's like the gold... It's called gold... It's called the gold SRC engine. I'm just gonna call it the... Honestly, I could just call it the gold source engine. I am so sorry. So yeah, you could say they're both being built on the gold source engine. But really, it's much deeper than that. So now, after my constant stuttering like a fucking idiot, I shall now give you guys a bit of a TFC history lesson. You see, Team Fortress Classic wasn't originally a game by Valve. In fact, it was originally a mod for Quake. That's right, I'm talking about Quake. I've never played Quake before. I've heard of the Quake 1 final boss, but this is really the first time I'm really mentioning Quake in, like, a video. I don't know why I just went on that fucking tangent. You know what, just don't search up... You know what, just go on Google and search up Quake 1 final boss while we're here doing the... Anyways... TFC was originally a mod for Quake, and the devs, TF Software Party Ltd, that's a stupid fucking name, I'm not calling them that, were hired by Valve to write a port of TFC, known as Team Fortress, at the time, for Half-Life. So, Team Fortress Classic would release as a mod for Half-Life on April 7, 1999. So, yeah, history lesson over. Turns out most of Valve's games are just like mods. Who would have guessed? You know what, that's probably really you know what, that might actually be wrong. I'm not sure about that, don't quote me on that. Anyways, well, for a while, the future of Team Fortress Classic was unknown. Like, TF2 was announced, don't get me wrong, and at the time of TF Software Party Ltd developing Team Fortress Classic for Half-Life, they were actually working on a sequel for Team Fortress. So, Team Fortress 2 did kind of exist. But Team Fortress 2's whole, you know, pre-release thing, that's a whole video in and of itself. If I talk about that, I'll be talking for the next hour. So, that's gonna be a whole video maybe of itself. If this does well, I guess I'll probably have to do a video about the pre-release of TFC. if anyone wants to see that. But yeah, tangent over. Eventually, a total conversion mod for Half-Life 2 named Fortress Forever would release. This would attempt to port TFC to Valve's Source engine. But shortly after its release, the actual Team Fortress 2 would release, killing Fortress Forever instantly and forever. No one would ever play this game again. If you go on its Steam reviews, people just lament on this game's death. It's over. Now, the TFC mercs were completely dead after this, as they would reappear in the comics, except for the battle medic. A moment of silence for him. Alright, moment of silence over. By the way, that do part was in my script. And now, I could spend the next hour explaining the TFC mercs' roles in the comics, but then again, a whole other video in of itself. In conclusion, Team Fortress Classic is quite a different game compared to its sequel. And while some core mechanics are there, things are just wildly different. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate Team Fortress Classic. As much as I may bitch and whine about the incendiary cannon, I don't hate this game, and I understand why people like this game. The fanbase, compared to TF2's, fanbase being the equivalent of a rabid dog, Team Fortress Classic is a lot chiller than TF2. So yeah. And I want to make this understandable. Without Team Fortress Classic, Team Fortress 2 probably wouldn't exist. I know, big shocker. So yeah, I guess the moral of this video is that you should play Team Fortress Classic, or something like that. I don't know, maybe you don't want to play Team Fortress Classic. Maybe you're going to watch like 4 seconds of this video and be like, this guy's fucking retarded. I don't want to watch him anymore. And just click off the video. And yeah, I'm not your mother. I can't control you. So you know what? Maybe go play Team Fortress Classic. Maybe don't. I'm not your mother. I don't control you. In conclusion, yeah, that's all. Like and subscribe. It'll be funny. I've been Muffin Lord, and have a swell day. Goodbye. Also, if you didn't get this already, this is a spiritual successor to the Ugly Dolls video. So yeah.